ravaged and animals are dying, a new tribe of people will come into the earth from many colors, creeds, classes, and who by their action shall make the earth green again.
Learn or teach people the sacred ways, turn them sacred, how to talk to the trees, how to honor the plants.
Om Hrim Arham Namaha Kshim Swaham. Om Aim Klim Sohu. Sohu Klim Aim.
G'day groovy gardening guardians of the earth. Today I'm showing you how to take leaf cuttings from African violets, just like my Nana Maria showed me when I was 4 years old. African violets are my favorite indoor plants. They enjoy a bright position, like on a windowsill, in bright shade or part sun. They bloom regularly with flowers that last for weeks and come in all different colors. They also have a special place in my heart because I have so many fond memories of my grandmother tending to her African violet leaf cuttings and then filling the kitchen windowsill with African violets. She had all the different colors and I just loved it. So now that I'm all grown up, I'm creating my own indoor African violet garden, just like Nan. So here is a leaf cutting I planted 2 months ago, and it's taken really well. The one leaf has 2 baby plants growing from it. So let's cut some leaves and get some more African violets growing. Taking leaf cuttings from African violets is ridiculously simple. You just cut an old leaf from the bottom of the plant, being mindful not to bend the stems of the other leaves because the stems aren't flexible and they'll easily snap. So I use a knife and slide in there with the blade between the leaves, make the cut, and then pull the leaf out. Then I like to cut away the main vein, exposing all these smaller veins, because from the veins the new roots will grow, and with multiple cut veins in contact with the soil, the more chance of multiple new plants growing from the one leaf. Then I just simply bury the cut edge about 1/2 centimeter deep. And we don't want to bury it too deep because remember, from the cut edge, the new plants are going to emerge. So I plant the cut edge into plain soil or seedling mix, making sure the fresh cut is firmly planted into the soil. It should be firm enough to support the leaf upright. If the leaf won't stand up, then cut the leaf smaller or use tiny stones for support. The reason we like the leaf standing up is so that water runs off freely from the leaf, and so the new plants can emerge easily from both sides. And then we give it a gentle water and keep the soil moist until the new African violets start growing. And once we see that we've got nice new plants, we can then add a little bit of fertilizer to spur the plants on big enough to separate and pot on as their own brand new African violet plants. Then in 2 or 3 months, you should have something that looks like this. Now 2 little baby African violets are growing from this one leaf, so I'm going to start by removing the old leaf from in between the 2 plants. And then I'll separate the 2 plants so I can pot them on individually. Now remember, these aren't flexible plants, they're quite brittle and can snap. So I do take a bit of extra care when handling African violets. Don't be daunted by taking leaf cuttings from African violets because the leaves are way tougher than they look. And to be honest, I forgot to water mine so many times and they pulled through just fine. They're almost as easy as taking succulent cuttings. The leaves of African violets are super firm and juicy, and even a planted leaf cutting can survive a week without any watering. Not that I'm suggesting you do that. Keep the soil moist, but if you do forget, it's not the end of the world. I think it's a great plant for beginners and experienced gardeners to multiply, clone, propagate, and spread around for free. So it's been a week now, and those baby African violets have taken so well to their new pot. They've even grown a bit in just a week. They didn't show any signs of shock or stress. They just took to their new environment and started thriving. And of course, we've got the good old mother plant here in full bloom. Well, I guess that's all I have to say about taking African violet cuttings. Have fun, everyone. May the gods of gardening be with you.
Om